Good morning. This is my 52nd video, which means that I have completed a full year of publishing a video every single week. And although this was not a goal I had set at the beginning of this, it does feel like a significant milestone. And so I'd like to take this opportunity to express a little gratitude for the journey and for all the people that have, even in just small ways, supported and contributed to this process. Even the person who said my methods were complete nonsense, I am grateful to you. And I'm grateful to everyone that has commented and asked questions and offered encouragement along the way, because it has helped tremendously. And I know that I have developed tremendously through this process. A year is a relatively insignificant amount of time, but if we're devoted to learning and growing the entire time, we can make some significant progress. And I feel like I have managed to do so. Obviously, only due to the help of others. But I at least supplied some commitment to the journey. And so I'm grateful to be where I'm at now and for where I've come from. And today's video is actually something I'm pretty excited about. It's dedicated to learning, of course, and will give a glimpse into a different side of life. I've got a couple little brothers, not biologically related, but two young men that I'm very excited to help learn and grow. I'm committed to them, and together we face our fears and overcome obstacles that are preventing us from being the best that we can be. And so I'll share a few clips from different adventures that we've been on, only swimming because it's summer, but they offer some really great lessons and opportunities to discuss some key points of the learning process. So I hope you enjoy. All right, here we are at the river, jumping off this tree that probably some kids have installed a platform on this overhanging branch. Charlie here told me he was gonna do a flip off of it, and I of course knew that he could, but as you'll see, fear gets in the way. He doesn't think he wants to, he says. Of course it's scary. The tree moves, and it feels like you're high up, even though you can see we're probably only 10 feet above the water, and it is plenty deep to receive us. But he's coming up with all these arbitrary excuses to avoid the fact that fear is really the only obstacle. And oftentimes, it is the only obstacle, even though we can come up with so many excuses to justify our unwillingness to face this fear. And so I'm trying to offer him encouragement and support, reminding him that he's perfectly capable. We both grew up on trampolines, so flipping is not foreign to us. He's thinking about it. But now he's trying to remind me that I have some advantage. And I do, no doubt. At least 15 years of experience over him. But that doesn't mean that he's not capable. And so I remind him of this. And he says he's gonna do it, but no, he doesn't. And so now an important psychological process is revealed. When we don't want to look at a feeling that we're experiencing, we repress it and oftentimes project it onto others. So I imagine he's feeling a bit of shame for not doing something that he said he was going to do. And so he's trying to distract me or frustrate me while I'm up here preparing for my own jump. As you can see, he throws something at me. But I ignore it, because I know he doesn't mean harm. And I'm able to do what I wanted to do. He knows he can do it. We all know he can do it. He's scared. And I understand that fear. I've seen it and backed down from it many times. But thanks to his help, I'm able to confront it more confidently. This part's interesting. The past 2 times were very bad. No, there's never a bad time. We've always had plenty of water. It's not dangerous. It's just scary. That is the only excuse. And just downstream, there's this higher tree. And the interesting thing about this is, only a year ago, I was terrified even being in this tree. And I barely even jumped out of it. But this time, I was able to confidently do a flip. So, I'm glad for that progression. So same river, but totally different spot. We've got this amazing rope swing. I come here very often, because conveniently I drive past it on the way home from work almost every day. On the days that I do work, that is. Yes, you can say I'm very blessed. This river spot has played a very important role in my life the past 2 years. During the summers, I've spent so much time out here. And I do oftentimes come alone because I don't really mind. And I know that most people don't want to fly through the air off this gigantic rope into the water. So it's hard to find a partner. But one special thing is I always end up, well, not always, but oftentimes end up meeting someone, and we can connect on a pretty significant level. Again, thanks to nature. And whee! At this point, I've basically mastered a standard backflip. But in a little bit, I'll show you a trick that I'm trying to learn
Add it to the pile.
that I have not mastered yet. You can see that, yes, I do have my weaknesses, but I'm trying to face them anyways. So this is later that same day. These 2 very cute kids came. Little boy over there trying to get the rope, as you can see, and his beautiful young sister. Really made for a special experience out here. And this is not the first time that it's happened. There have been several occasions where kids will be out here and I get to have fun with them. Help them, in this case, face this boy's fear of swinging off the rope. And then the little girl just wants attention, someone to appreciate her for her gift of joy and beauty. And I'm glad to be able to provide these things. And so little Ashton here was trying to get the rope all by himself. But it's hard for even me to get it, and I'm probably 2 feet taller than him. But it was an admirable effort, and I let him give it a go. And so here he goes, climbing up the hill, getting ready for his big jump.
Say go, big brother.
And his mom and little sister encourage him, because everybody knows that he can do it, even though it's scary. And there he goes. Pretty big jump, I'll admit. And the nice thing about this rope swing is that you can go up the hill as far as you want. And so you get more and more air time as you go up the hill. But the bad thing is, the further out away from the bank you go, the closer you end up to the next bank. And so it gets more dangerous the higher you go. And so here I'm about to try a new trick I've been learning. I definitely have not gotten it down yet. And boom, almost backflip. But learning every day.
But I haven't gotten good at that yet. Exactly.
And then our boy Charlie is about to do his big jump. This might even be the biggest one he's done so far, moving up the hill further than in the past. And so I'm really glad to see him continue to progress.
Come on, Charlie. Do it for real.
Yep. Telling him to commit fully. No half-assing here.
How'd you turn?
Look at him fly. Yeah, so grateful for this river, which is so close to the house, and for these incredible recreation opportunities that other people have helped provide for everyone that wants to enjoy them. And so incredibly grateful for all the learning and growing that we get to enjoy in this beautiful life.